Good morning. As you can see, this is the Schlieffen clan, Axis and Allies 1914. This is Davik playing with Elite Golden and Jinx. I've made a maybe a fatal error by leaving London undefended, thinking that my ships were more than enough to take care of the German fleet with the mines backing them up. However, that was not the case. However, there is one slight correction roll that needs to be made. This cruiser has two rolls left because it would have been taken on round. It would not have been taken as a casualty on round one. Both of my battleships would have been tipped instead of losing the cruiser. So I have to roll this cruiser for round two and round three to see if these ships survive. And if these ships do not survive, that means my transports stay alive. But regardless of what happens, London is still taken. So let's go over here and do this really quick. Let's see if my luck can change. So I have to roll. I have to roll two dice. This will be round. I'll roll one dice at a time. This will be round two. Needs to be a 3, and it's a 3. So one of the battleships is dead. And let's go to round 3. Let's hope for a 3. Oh, and it's a 4. So that battleship stays alive, but it's tipped. And I lose all of my transports. So there will be no liberating of London this turn due to not having any transports in range. So let's see here. That's very disappointing. Let's now look at the French turn. I'm going to move directly to the French turn. I have bought for the French 27 IPCs. I know I said 25 at the end of last round. However, I forgot to add the 2 for Portugal that round. So I am at 27. I bought 4 tanks and 1 infantry for the French. Now let's go with the moves for the French. These 3 infantry and artillery are moving from Paris into Picardy. These tanks are staying in Paris. The 5 infantry, 2 artillery from Burgundy are going into Switzerland. 4 infantry from Lorraine are going into Switzerland. Now, I'm running out of blue chips and whatnot. This 1 infantry is going into Lorraine. So I'm going to go ahead and these 3 infantry that came from Paris are just going to go on top of this stack. Let's see here. So I have 5 plus 4, 9 infantry and 2 artillery going into Switzerland against 4 infantry and artillery and a plane. I've got that set up to roll over here. Let's look right here. Turn my stand around, it's about to fall over. There we go. So I have maybe that's open to see everything. So I'm going to roll. I have 4 3s to roll. 2 artillery with 2 supported infantry and 7 unsupported infantry. They have a fighter strafing run with artillery at a 4 and 4 infantry at a 3. Let's see how the dice roll. These are 4 3s. That's 1 hit. 1 hit out of 3. And here's 7 2s. I got 1, 2, 3, and this is a miss. So a total of 4 hits for the French. And let's go over here and see what the return fire is from the Austrians. 1 strafing run is a miss. 1 artillery at a 4 is a hit. That was a 3. That's still a hit. And 4 3s on defending infantry. That's 1 hit and 2 hits. So 3 total hits in return from the Austrians. Let's see here. I will just take off a 3 stack of infantry, or actually, I'll take off 1 and 2 stack, and then this infantry, and then I can just leave these guys. There's 6 infantry there. There's a 5 chip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys are gone. I am not sure what, he loses 3 infantry for sure. I'm not sure if he'd rather keep the artillery or the plane. I mean, the artillery is worth less, but it does defend better. So I'm going to assume that he wanted to take, yeah. I'm not exactly sure what he would want to do there. I'm thinking he would not want to take the plane, because if the Americans attack, I mean, he'd want the higher defense value. So that's what I'm going to go with. However, Jinx can correct that before the Italians go, or before the Americans go, and he can decide whether or not he wants to have the plane or the artillery there. But I'm going to assume he wants the plane to go. All right, so this is now contested. Place my units. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tanks are there. So I'll just go ahead and I'll chip that now. Alrighty, so with that being contested, the French not having any of their territories contested, and at their original complement of 24 IPCs, being up 2 in Portugal and up 1 in Togoland, the French collect 27 IPCs. For the next turn to use. Now, to the British obviously have no money to spend due to the calamity in London and in Sea Zone 9. So the British moves are as follows. These 2 transports will bring 4 infantry and land them in Yorkshire. This battleship is moving 1 to 22 and back to 14. This transport is moving 25 to 26. I'm walking into Rhodesia, or into the Union of South Africa, liberating that, taking the Germans down 1. I will be pushing with my attack in Cameroon, so that will be 1 attacking artillery with a supported infantry and 1 infantry, and they will have 1 infantry in return. I am walking. Let's see, how many do you have there? I will be walking 1 infantry into Persia. And I will be walking 7 infantry. Actually, I'll just walk all of this up there. 7. Yeah. I'll leave 1 infantry behind. infantry. Actually, I'll leave 3 infantry behind. So I'll take this off. So I had 14 infantry starting in India. Now there's 3. There's 13. And there's the extra trip there. So 11 infantry, 3 artillery, 11 infantry, 5 artillery. Do I want all this? Actually, I'll leave. That's 4. Yeah, that leaves 4 units there. So 4 artillery, 11 infantry, and a plane going into Afghanistan. So that would be one infantry and 1 Ottoman artillery defending, due to that being 1 IPC. So that'll be an attack. I will be taking 2 infantry. Actually, I will take an infantry and an artillery over to 28. There we go. So the Ottomans lose 2 here. And the Brits go up 2, even though they're not going to be earning any income this round. And let's go ahead and do the battles. So right here. So I have 2 3s. That's a kill. That's all I needed. And 1 infantry unsupported. That would have been a miss. And let's see if he gets me in return. And he does. So I'm down an infantry. The Germans lose Cameroon and an infantry. Now we will do the battle up top. They have an infantry and artillery defending, and I'll just do my 1, 2, 3, 4 artillery firing at a 4 first. And that's 1 hit and 2 hits. So 2 hits, they're both dead. I'm not going to roll the rest. And then there are 2 defending, and they got a hit in return. So I'm down to 10 infantry. In Afghanistan. When I earn money again, that'll be another more money for me to take. Oh, I forgot one move. I'm doing all this stuff and worrying about England or London being taken and everything, and I forgot to move my my troops in Moscow over here. And yeah, no, that's my mistake. I did not move them before the combat started, so we'll leave them where they're at. And let's see here. Disposition of forces. There are 10 infantry, 4 artillery, and a plane in Afghanistan. There's 2 infantry in India, 2 infantry and artillery in Egypt, an infantry and artillery in Cameroon. The Germans have lost Cameroon and the Union of South Africa this turn. The Ottomans have lost Persia. There are 9 British infantry in Picardy, 4 artillery, and a plane. 4 infantry landed in Yorkshire, and the battleship moved up off of Portugal. And the British do not earn any income because we do not have our capital this round. So we will see what happens with the Ottomans. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.